And he relies on your fear of man and their thoughts to bind you into his web. We do not fear Satan because people don't believe in Satan. And if you knew about Satan, you knew he already fell. There are rules to this whole spiritual encounter we are facing with the fallen one in his kingdom. They are subject to the power of the Most High Power. So when their job is to distract you from realizing and recognizing the power that you have. And when you understand the power of the Most High Yah and His Son Yahusha Mashiach that died for you at Calvary, then you can defeat all of the fiery darts that come from Satan. But since you don't know that, you think that he has power, or and most importantly, you actually put the power into the hands of the people that are performing the evil works that he has assigned in the work to cause you not to be able to see or experience the love and the peace and the joy and the salvation of the Most High Power, Yah. Shalom. This is Judah J. Man fears man, not Satan, and he only fears man because he does not know Satan. He doesn't know that the fallen one is already lost to the Most High Power. He doesn't already know that he's already been defeated. So he fears the one that he sees. Man is a creation that puts relevance and credence into those things which he sees because he is not attuned to the spirit. The enemy cannot perform his will in your life if the Father is with you. He is a fallen foe, which can only harm you if you decide to give him the authority over you. You do this by, committing sins and choosing the things of the enemy over Father Yah. You have all victory and all power to overcome every obstacle the enemy presents to you. He's always thinking of ways to destroy all of mankind by searching out your weaknesses, trying to, find ways to exploit them, trying to find ways for you to get discouraged until you succumb to your sin, which gives him power over your life. What makes our journey different is that we care too much about what people think of us, their opinions of how we look and present ourselves, which leads to us subconsciously judging ourselves, which causes much despair, shame, and even hopelessness. And since our human nature is designed to reverence others' opinions of us as a benchmark that determines our walk, we afford them the power to control how we view ourselves. What you guys need to do, what we all need to do, is to uh, remember the people he leads are only him, and he is already lost. The foe is already lost, guys. We look at people, and when they respond to us, I come from a TI background, targeted individual, where people that the Most High Yah is working with are those that are his already, that understand that this whole thing, this whole life that we live is all about finding Christ. It's all about turning away from sin and serving the Most High Power in his Son, Yahusha Mashiach, by by obeying his commandments, trusting that Christ came to die for our sins and shed his blood on the third day, shed his blood, sent from the Father, shed his blood, and he rose on the third day. And those that believe in him shall have salvation. But you also have to obey his commandments. So what the enemy is relying on is for us to judge our experience, or to allow things on the outside of our experience to distract us from what really matters. And what those things are that distract us are people. It's people, and it's also the fact that we don't know who Satan is. We don't know that he's real. People don't believe that the fallen foe exists, so he can work his madness and all of his evil against us in secret, because we don't know who he is. He uses people. He's a spirit, and so he comes into people. And so people that do not know the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they fall victim to his tactics and to his schemes and to all the arrows that he throws because we don't know who he is. But if you knew who the fallen one is and that he fell, then you would not worry. Then you would not. You know you have victory over him. Satan is all around us, planning ways to make us fall. He works in the children of men that do not have a relationship with the Most High Yah. So don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed when you have people all around you saying evil words directed towards you. When you think of God or in the process of figuring out ways to spread his message of salvation to the people around you. So when you're thinking about spreading the word of the Most High Yah, the gospel to the people, know that the enemy is on alert, high alert, and that he is going to use his people to try to deter you from giving that message out. And if you are aware of his schemes and devices and how he works in people, then you will know that this is what's happening around you. Through people talk, you'll hear conversations of people speaking things evil, just like things towards you that are evil, that are to put you down, to ridicule you, to mock you. You'll hear these things because you will be attuned to the spirit. In these last days, people will now start to be attuned to the spirit, the evil workings that are working in secret against us, that are working against the children of men to try to discourage them, to cause them to fear, and also cause them to lose hope, and also cause to deter them from serving the Most High power. All of these tactics from the enemy are only used for that purpose. He is designed to kill, steal, and destroy. We do not wrestle with flesh and blood, but against principalities and wickedness in high places. So most people are just conduits of Satan. So they no longer operate in their God-given mind, but are only they're only mouthpieces that relay the messages Satan is putting in their spirits. So do not fear or be dismayed, for Father Yah is with you. He sees and knows all and has all power over our enemy. You have to understand that man places the power of humans over Satan. I'll say that again. Man places the power of humans over Satan. And it's because you are not aware that he actually has no power over you. You really fear the opinions of man, but it is really the power that is really Satan that you're fearing. And he relies on your fear of man and their thoughts to bind you into his web. We do not fear Satan because people don't believe in Satan. And if you knew about Satan, you knew he already fell. There are rules to this whole spiritual encounter we are facing with the fallen one in his kingdom. They are subject to the power of the Most High power. So when their job is to distract you from realizing and recognizing the power that you have. And when you understand the power of the Most High Yah and His Son Yahusha Mashiach that died for you at Calvary, then you can defeat all of the fiery darts that come from Satan. But since you don't know that, you think that he has power, or most importantly, you actually put the power into the hands of the people that are performing the evil works that he has assigned in the work to cause you not to be able to see or experience the love and the peace and the joy and the salvation of the Most High power Yah and his Son Yahushua Mashiach. People are all around talk about the target individual phenomenon all the time. And I made a video, which you guys should go watch, about how they're people. They look like people, but they're not. Please go watch that video. But what you should know is that the people that are operating in Satan's kingdom are Satan is relying on you to put your fear in them to cause you to become powerless against his schemes and his devices. So you don't fear Satan because you don't believe that he exists. You fear man and how he looks at you and how he observes you and how he puts you down and how he says things against you. That's what you fear. So then you walk around and you put your head down and you look to the side. And you don't look people in the eye because you're worried about them. But you should know, place them as say they're Satan. The people that are acting in that spirit and operating in that spirit are Satan. And if you do that, and then you recognize who he is in the Bible as being a fallen foe, you have the victory.